see, Diana here. I'm back with a kind of quick response to Richie's top psychedelic records thread. I really enjoyed his video and the responses that followed, for example by Deadrex66, Hippie DJ Kid and Nico Malcolm, and so I just thought I'd hop right in and do a response too. So yeah. Here we go. The list is rather random. I'm not going to say that much to each album because I'm pretty sure most of them are familiar. In the back you see some honorable mentions. It's always pretty tricky to get a top of anything together because right now that's my list, but maybe in 5 hours or tomorrow the list would be different. So I just stayed in the 60s with this list. Mostly US-based artists, just a few exceptions I think, and yeah, I'm pretty sure I forgot a ton of albums in my shelf that I would have also chosen. Of course there are a few things which I would have loved to show, which are definitely in my top 20 or so, but I do not have yet. Some kind of grails, for example, one major grail would be the tea company. Come and have some tea with the tea company for me. So I was pretty, I wouldn't say envious, but I was totally admiring Randy's selection of that album there. That's pretty awesome, because the thing with Psych here in Germany is that it's quite hard to get. I have the experience that it's usually way more pricey than it's in the US. At least that's what I see on the internet. There are a lot of psychedelic albums which are reasonably priced in the US, but here it's almost like double the price. And in most cases it doesn't make that much sense to order the album in the US because the shipping is so high, and yeah, that defeats the purpose of getting a bargain. So I always just hope to run across some records on fairs or in a shop. So fittingly to the topic, I just thought I would like to show a book which I have, The Complete Guide to Psychedelic Music, published in 1984 in England, and which contains a quite nice list and some informations about a lot of artists. Nowhere near complete. There are a lot of people I like which are missing here, so it's not as comprehensive as the Acid Archives, for example, but it's a fun book to read nevertheless. The Acid Trip, the complete guide to psychedelic music. So a whole lot of rambling, so let's just hop right into my 20 favorite psychedelic records from the 60s. No particular order, no ranking or whatsoever. First one is Quicksilver Messenger Service, Happy Trails. My favorite album of the band, and playing in the back, and I don't know how often I have listened to Who Do You Love Part 1, but I absolutely adore this track, and it's one of my most played tracks easily. Next is The Soft Machine, self-titled album, first one. Next one, 13th Floor Elevator, the psychedelic sounds of the 13th Floor Elevator. I was smiling when Richie mentioned that these sounds here are quite unusual and you need some time to get used to it, and that's exactly what my husband said when we bought this album. I loved it from the start. He needed to take some time to get used to it, but yeah, I think it's a great album. Next one, The Head Shop, also well known I guess. And the next one, it's always quite hard to pick a favorite of this band, which is easily one of my most favorite bands, and that's Jefferson Airplane, Crown of Creation, which is an album which would go easily in my top 3 records of all time, I guess. Next one is July, an album I also have talked about before. This is the Ocean Reapers, originally released in 1968. One I've talked about recently, Neighborhood Children. And the next one is also a Jefferson airplane record, Surrealistic Pillow, which is a must-have for the list because it has White Rabbit on it. And White Rabbit is kind of a really key song for me. I mean, I'm wearing a piece of White Rabbit in my wedding band, so yeah. One I've shown recently, CA Quintet Flip to Hell. The Chocolate Watch Band No Way Out. Country Joe and the Fish electric music for the mind and body. My copy is heavily damaged, but I love the album nevertheless. The Children Rebirth. This is H.P. Lovecraft, Sailing on the White Ship, which is originally the first H.P. Lovecraft album, but this is a British repress from, I don't know, 80s I think. One of my all-time favorites, definitely. Touch, self-titled album. Heavily damaged, but I love it nevertheless. Ultimate Spinach, of course. It's a Beautiful Day. Of course, the Strawberry Alarm Clock, Incense and Peppermints. So must have on this list, I guess. And now a little bit of weird stuff. Java 13, I'm Gonna Take You Home. I've recently watched a documentary about Java 13, and yeah, that was a really crazy guy. Camembert Electrique gong, which I think is, yeah, not only psychedelic of course, but for me it's just like a psychedelic essential, I would say. And last but not least, Clear Light self-titled album. Yeah, as I said before, it's kind of a very random list. I think there are some points which can be duly discussed, and maybe next time I will decide for some of the records which were in close following of the 20 I've shown, and I'm pretty sure I've shown 21, but whatever. So yeah, it would be cool if you also participate on the thread because I think it's a fun thing to do, and thank you so much for watching. And by the way, I've just reached 1,000 subscribers and I want to give you a big thank you for this because yeah, I really enjoy doing videos. I would love to do more videos, but sometimes it's pretty hard to find the time for it. I've just kind of like a big stack of records which I want to show in several videos, and I haven't shelved them yet, so they are clogging all the music room. Yeah, and I hope I really get to show them soon. And I have something different which is also pretty cool, and I'm really excited to show you, which I'm working on right now. So yeah, thank you so much for watching all the rambling stuff I'm doing, and I really appreciate this and all the comments and everything. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope I will find some pretty nice stuff tomorrow on the fair. I have some things I really want to have, but yeah, we'll see. Anyway, thank you for watching and have a great weekend. Bye!